Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey, welcome back to Frontier Bible Study. This is Daily Dose Radio, where we're pushing back the borders of darkness, catechizing the world one psalm at a time. So glad to have you with me today, and we're looking today at Psalm 131, looking at verse 3b. We've divided the verses here, into parts, because we had only 3 verses but 5 days of study. So we're going to do the second half of verse 2 today. Did I say 3? I meant 2. We're going to do the second half of 2 today. Last time we talked about the exception. He's made this statement, "Rather I have composed and stilled my soul." Now today, he gives us the metaphor. What is it like? So what's that stilled soul look like? Composed and stilled. Well, the metaphor he gives us is very enlightening. Let's look at it. As a weaned child upon his mother, my soul is like a weaned child within me. What does a weaned child look like? Well, he's composed and still, isn't he? Because he's full. A weaned child is a happy child. It's a content child. I'm a grandfather, and when I see my granddaughter, after she's had a bottle or after she's had some baby food, especially when she's had a bottle, she's laying in my wife's arms or my daughter-in-law's arms, she's had that bottle and she has that milky grin, she's happy because she's content. Number 1, she's content because her belly's full. Number 2, she's content because she's laying in the warmth of her mother, either her grandmother or her mother. And so she's protected, she's safe, she's trusting, she's content because she's full. So to be composed and to be still is to enjoy that peace and contentment that only the Spirit of God can give us. And so I have composed and stilled my soul as a weaned child upon his mother. That weaned child is the example for that. And, of course, the mother is the one feeding. So we're the ones who are being fed by the Lord. Because remember how this psalm began, "O Lord." And we have his name right there at the very first of this psalm. My heart is not exalted nor my eyes lifted up. So he's making his prayer to the Lord. But he's saying, I'm like a weaned child because you have satisfied me. So have you been satisfied? So we get so busy, don't we? We get so upset. We're so concerned. We're so worried. We're so driven by those things. We don't take time just to bask in his word, to meditate on his word, and to allow it to fill us and to satisfy us and to drive away the darkness of all the worry. Just let the word of God do that work. Ask him to do that in you and meditate on his word. Pick a passage, any passage. Take something here from Psalm 31 and just meditate on it. Say it to yourself over and over. Just allow the words themselves to fill your mind and be satisfied with what the Lord gives you from it and the peace that passes understanding, the peace that fills the heart. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the thing that is going to bless your heart. It's going to give you that weaned child feeling. That milky grin is going to be on your face too. And I said last time, I think it was last time, we talked about, the church really needs to come back to the whole contemplative life. We need more of that. We need to do as Jesus did when he found time to go away from the crowds, from his disciples, just to be alone in the wilderness. Sometimes we just need to be alone. You need to find a place, a time. You need to find the motivation just to go off by yourself, because then you're not lifting up your heart. You're not lifting up your eyes. You're not running after things greater than you can handle, things too wonderful for you. No, but rather you've composed and stilled your soul. You see, that's a motivation that we need to adopt. You need to adopt that today. Go and seek the Lord. Meditate on his word and find that peace that passes understanding. Join me again tomorrow as we look at verse 3 on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.